Well, empathy is to take on the suffering or the experience of another person. Okay, I empathize with you. Okay, so by nature of empathy, it kind of means that I'm standing outside of your experience. So lament is something that we can do in solidarity with people who are suffering as a form of empathy. By taking the posture that you're taking, I begin to feel what you're feeling, right? So if I join you in lament, if I go out on the streets to protest with Black Lives Matter or something like that, I'm going to probably begin to go, oh, wow. Like they really, these people that are here really feel this. And they really are experiencing deep pain and things that speak to their identity. And so by choosing to go lament with them in some sense, it can trigger my empathy, or my empathy can trigger me to go lament with them, so they can work that way. But if you're saying that there's going to be empathy, you're probably talking about someone that's choosing to stand in solidarity with a community that's undergoing oppression or suffering or pain. Because if you were experiencing that, you wouldn't have to empathize with it. You would already have first-person experience of it. So yeah, it begins to puzzle peace in different ways. And I think the more we talk about it, so this community here, I think we feel that the world is chaotic right now. I think we feel that there's a lot of tragedy. I think we feel that it's really messy. I think we feel that we're kind of tired of the headlines always being like that, and it kind of confuses us. But I think we can choose to lament at a deeper level with the church in America or the church globally, with the collective suffering that's going on, or with the specific suffering that's going on in certain communities. And I think that's the challenge for us here in Bend, is to take my feeling and not stay with my, but to let my be a bridge or a pathway to our or yours, which is a lot more of a loving posture than a selfish posture. And oftentimes we just take our own experience, go pray to God like, how's this going to affect me economically? This isn't as fun as it used to be. And it's like, there's bigger things going on if you would stand next to your neighbor who's got a lot more pain than you do. So maybe instead of you should get closer to them and realize their pain and lament along with them. And it'll probably change the kind of prayers you pray to God. God, man, this is deep. Man, this is messy. Man, this has been going on for hundreds of years. How did your church ever get complicit in racism? Why did Christians stand by for so long and allow this to happen? Why have I grown up in a culture that never really wanted to address this? Why is it so hard for so many in America to really understand the experience of another person? Why do we have those blocks and those defense mechanisms up? Why, God? And you begin to lament instead of just going, I don't feel, I wish it was different, right? So that's a great question. Great question.